Oh, we are live, I think. We are? Yes, I think so. Yeah. I think. Let's see. Yeah, we are. Well, you have to wait because I'm not ready. I don't have my tablet plugged in. Well, we are live. Hello everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's doing amazing because I know I am. My name is Chad. I'm a motion designer and I'm learning to draw every day just to prove to people that it is not that hard. Alright, we're just gonna pick a reference and we're gonna try to draw it. Alright, I'm gonna leave Discord. I am streaming, so we can chat there. So yesterday, I really had a tough time trying to mix colors, right? And the thing I can do, which is, you know, a solution. It's a solution, right? So for example, we can take this guy right here. Actually, why don't I take the sketches that I made already? That's a good idea. Right? And so I go for, let me use the regular brushes. For this color, we block it in. Right, we do some blocking in. This is fun. We're having fun, right? Yeah, we're just coloring, blocking in, having some fun time, blocking in some colors, and having fun, right? Okay, so now here comes the dark layers. We got muscle mans. Oh yeah, I've done this muscle man right here. I've done this girl, which I think the leg turned out a little bit weird, and we've got big foreshortened girl, which I think was fine, but I think she's a bit I don't know how to say this, like squished. I don't know. But yeah, yesterday I tried to color this. The mixer brush was messing with me, though the sketch, I really love it. I really love the sketch. I made the sketch kind of like messy. Not messy, it wasn't messy. It was disproportionate. The proportions were off, right? And then, God bless, the ultimate tool, which, by the way, if it exists in Affinity, I think it exists, the liquify tool. The liquify tool fixed this drawing. On Gods, I saw one of Sam Does Art, one of those videos where he goes on his Discord and he picks some of like his drawings his fans made, and he fixes them. And he fixes them just with like does some touches with the liquify tool, and it's like 70% fixed, right? And then he does some other stuff as well, right? And then I was like, okay, yeah, I need to use this tool more. And I used it yesterday, and it was amazing. Look at it, like, bro. However, the rendering, I was having some rough time because, like I said, because of the mixing. I still don't know how to use the mixer tool brush. So today I'm going, like, I need to know how to use that. That profile painting, me kind of like it. Thank you. I like it too. I need to learn how to mess with the mixer today, and then I can just go off, because I feel like I'm a bit more confident now, you know. And I just have to feel like find my rhythm, find my, you know, this. Let me assume the monkey position. Affinity should have it, methinks. I think it does. I think I've used it. I messed around with it, though I don't think it's as detailed as it is in Photoshop. Excuse me. Yeah, so like this is me filling in color. This is fine, right? Boom. And then okay, I need some dark areas around here and around here. So let me use this, and then let me go down here. Right, this is fun. Right, so dark area here. You know, this is just like a hard edge shadow, so I don't really need to mix anything. Is there, oh my god, okay, the thigh in here, for example. This thigh needs some mixing. Whoops. Or I can do it all in the same layer, right? I already am. Sweet. Right, I can do like, I can pick like the midtones and mix it in, but it's like, I don't want to do that. I want to learn how to use the freaking tool, because some brushes don't work with that. Anyways, what else? We got the thigh right here. And this whole leg, basically. Some of the thigh right here. What else? Under the chest. On the chest. Right here. Right there. We got some here. Definitely some here. Let's do his face too. What else? What else? I feel like there needs to be more. Well, this one is blue, so maybe I should go with the. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. That's fine. Right. Actually, it should be the color. Hold on. Of this. Right, this is our saturated blue. Let's make it even more saturated. Right? And then I go darker. And I do a little bit of this. Right? And this one right here, it's black, so I'm just going to go with the black. I'm gonna do the whole thing in black for now. And the black is not getting any darker there, so that's fine. Be right back, but I might put on a live TV show for myself and draw from that, I guess. Okay, okay. You can definitely copy our chunky boy right here. Maybe if I like shrink the video so everything I reference is small, then it can help me show some of the bigger things. Yeah, maybe I should start referencing people from shows as well. It's just that me, I know, like, I would be more into the show than you know, worrying about, you know, drawing the characters. But you have fun, Derpy, you have fun. Okay, so now, I guess we do some highlights. So go in here. This is a pretty pale, like I chose a very pale hue. Maybe you can go less pale. Okay, that's less pale, and that also gives us some room to actually do some highlights, right? So we have like some highlights over here. We have some highlights, I think, all over this arm, right? Some highlights in here. I love when there's like a contrast between a shadow and a highlight. I just love that. This is clipped. This is almost pure white. Some highlighting here, I guess. Whoops. And here. I think that's about it. Maybe I can go with some black to do the shoes. My shoes. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, okay, Derpy. Okay, Derpy. Derpy. The Derp Man. The absolute Derp Man. An absolutely derpy man. Ow. An incredibly derpy man. Okay, those are the shoes. Now, I wanna, okay, maybe, hold on. And maybe we do some this. Some posterized filter on the ref might help see the shapes and values better. My man, you are speaking some facts. Ooh, look at this. 4 levels? Nah. 3 levels? Nah. 2 levels. Nah, I think 4 is the best. Yeah, 4 is like, okay, maybe 2 actually. Yeah, 3. I think 3 is like, there's the highlights. Man, Derpy, you are goated, my man. And now it's like, you see the highlight there? Oh, no, highlight. I guess I wasn't adventurous with it enough. This is all highlights here. Highlights. And the darks are really dark. I love that. You see, now it's very deep in here. Right, it's very deep in here as well. Right? It's very deep in here. It's very deep in here. It's deep in here. It's deep, it's very deep in here. Right, do you have a median blur filter? Just it can be kind of neat, I think, because it helps remove texture so that the forms themselves might be smoothed out and more clear. A blur, maybe we can apply a blur and then what's it called? Hold on. A sharpen? A blur and a sharpen? So we can apply some motion blur, not motion, Gaussian blur to, wait, not to you. To you! So some Gaussian blur, which I think already like looks pretty good. This is the Gaussian blur, and then I believe yeah, there we go, sharpen. Whoa, okay. The sharpening gives the, oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Gives the blurriness back, the texture back. Medium blur is neat, I think, because like it preserves hard edges. I'm not sure if I have like the exact name. Maybe you mean something else. Medium blur. Well, blur more, blur box, motion, radial, shape, smart, surface blur. And then the gallery, there's field, iris, tilt shift, path, and then spin. I suppose you have now seen to be a similar effect though. Yeah, it's just a Gaussian blur. This is just a Gaussian blur with a posterized. And this makes it really, this is like white, dark, and some two values, literally 2 values in between. It looks like a PNG. Okay, 3, let's do 3. I didn't realize how much the filters can make the dark areas dark. This is like even, wait, hold on. Let me try to apply the contrast effects. This is doing nothing to the reference. Like the contrast is doing nothing. But this is like, yo. You know, oh, maybe we can raise the contrast here. Applying the posterize effect and then the contrast just makes it even more separated. Oh my god. That's fun. That's very fun. Alright, so we were saying these are some dark areas. Actually, no, let's not do dark. Son of a gun. Deep fried. I know, right? And then the bottom text makes it actually look like a meme. Oh my god. Top text, bottom text. Bruno Sammartino. He sounds like a what's it called? The freaking brain rot AI memes. He sounds like he sounds like that. Don Torino Sammartino, right? Top text says top text. Bottom text says top text. Middle text says top text. Okay. I need to now. We laid some colors. I think I'm happy with this. Let's actually, you know what? I want to take the blue color and make a background. Let's see. This, that's too much. Maybe this. Maybe you go this. Maybe you go this. Yeah. Wait, what? Why is it? Oh, hell no. Why is it transparent? He's fading into the freaking background. Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that. This is because, the opacity. Gosh darn it. Oh, I just realized I don't have to go into an extra menu to clear sections in Magma on my iPad. I'm not sure how you were doing it before, but I'm happy you realized that now. Okay, well, shit. This is... Okay. You know what? Never mind. Let's not do that. Or we make 2 backgrounds. Put... let's see. No. We make 1, and then we take the lasso tool, and we just like trace over the reference, and mask out only the reference, just to make the whiteness or the transparency show up without the blue background. Also, if we get some blueness on the rim, that might work in our favor. So we'll see. So there you go. I can join this piece of hair too, and boom, we invert it, and there you go. You can just put white under it and then merge the layers. Yeah, I guess I could have done that. You can just yeah, I'm going, I find the hardest or the longest solution to my problems. Oh, look at that, doing the same thing. Okay, now let's mix some colors. How do I mix them? I'm not sure yet. Let's find out. So we either we have 2 options. We either have the mixer brush tool, right? Or we have the smudge tool. yeah, the smudge tool, right? Which smudges, okay? I don't think the smudge tool is intended to be doing this, though it works, and I've used it multiple times before. It's just that once I change the brushes here, I know you guys are not, you don't see the brush menu, but I think like it's compatible with some brushes it's not compatible with it. I'm not sure, but like I do this, like you get the circular motion that I'm making with my stylus right now, right? And that's kind of like what I don't want happening. I don't want my smudging or my mixing to be affected by the motion of my brush. So, for example, if I want to mix this beautiful color with this other beautiful color, right? I want to mix these two together, and I go with this smudge tool, and I make this motion. Okay, you guys can't see it, so let's make something like this, right? And I go with this smudge tool, and I do this motion. I don't want it to capture that motion. I guess I can do like this, right? But still, it doesn't really mix. It just goes along, like up and down, and it gets a little bit blurry. But you know, with some hard work, it gets blurry, and I don't like that. I don't want to go through that. So my other option, so either I look for another brush maybe, and it would magically work. I don't know why or how, or I go over to the mixer brush. Okay, whoops, that's awesome. And for the mixer brush, it's kind of like doing the same thing too. Another thing, the mixer brush, when I don't mix any colors, it just acts like just another brush, like just a brush. Which is like, what's happening here? Maybe you can do like a lot of small circular motions. I don't want that though. I know like that works and that's great, but I know I can do it in an easier way. I know I can just like make a motion like this, and this, like maybe not once, maybe like twice or thrice, and it would just mix. I know I know it exists. I also can just like take the brush and then pick, hold on, and then pick this color, this mid-tone, and then take this mid-tone, pick it, do that, go with the opacity, and then take this mid-tone and do that, and then take, rely on the mid-tones until I get like a, but that takes a lot of time. I want the workflow to be like smoother, right? Isn't that more of a blur tool then? I think I've seen that. Okay, there is a blur here, right? This is the blur tool. I don't know if you guys can see it, but once I do this, like I need to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And this is, mind you, this is a strength at 100%, by the way. Let's say I go with a different brush. Right, I need to do a lot of motion to get that ready. And the thing is, I used the smudging on the Chromacopia album cover, like the scary one. I used that and it was working fine. And then it's just like after that I messed around with the freaking brushes, and I lost it, and now I can't find it. Maybe set the blur tool size like way higher. So the strength is at 100%. If I either make the strength higher, which is already at like maximum, or I make the brush bigger. If I make the brush bigger, I make a really big portion of the the area bigger, which obviously I don't want that. So I know I'm being like all crazy right now, but I know like I'll find a way with this. It's just a matter of just like messing around with the, oh, I like this one. Well, I guess I just have to do this, like some small, not circular motion, but something that gets it moving, you know. There's something that I'm not feeling. I'm not sure. It's just because it keeps getting red here. It is kind of slow, yeah. It's okay. I think it's time to go on a YouTube video and just figure this out. Okay, so if I go here and I do some mixing, you see that? This is not helpful. This is making the dark areas darker. I don't want that. You know, it's very hard to control. So going over to the smudge tool, I guess the smudge works. It's just like, I don't know. This is soft mixing. This is mixing. You know when you use like a big brush and then Photoshop takes some time to think? Holy crap. I guess this works. This smudging here works. I don't know what else to tell you. Like it just works. But I'm not very convinced. You see that? You see that what happened there? I don't want it to happen. I want to have more control over it. And if that's too much to ask, then, you know, I'll give up. I know this is gonna make him look all blurry, but I'm just like, I'm not really going for accuracy here or quality of illustration. I just want to try the brush tool and see what it makes. There's definitely, okay, see, for example, like this direction, the direction of this line. I go with circular motion, it messes up the direction of that line. I don't want that. It does make sense to go for the blur brush, but it's like the same thing. Not the same thing, I'm sorry. It's like, it takes a long time, like it's not good. I guess that works? Kind of? Oh, I got it. Maybe we can take the smudge tool and decrease its strength, or increase the strength. What would happen if I increase the strength? Hold on, let me take two colors, two beautiful colors. So this is one, and this is two. Oh, this is one. Okay, and then go to the smudge, and then this is a strength at 100%. So the 100% strength, it makes a mess out of everything, and it's very powerful. Like it takes with it makes this motion. Okay. Now let me mess around with different types of brushes with this setting. So now this is interesting. It's what's happening? Oh, no. Ah, I see. Okay. It's the same freaking thing. Like, this is fun, like, hey, I'm mixing a color, but trying to have control over it in an... Okay, I think the only way to do it now is to go... Oh. How to mix colors in Photoshop. Digital painting. Blend colors. Photoshop. Oh, that's adorable. Hold on a second. I think we're going to learn some stuff, boys. Hold on. Alright, learn how to blend colors like a pro in 8 minutes. Beginners, blah, 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 blah. We have this or this. How to blend colors. Okay.
Hello and what's up peeps, this is the Geek Artist back again with another video. So I was watching some of my older videos and some of you may know that I had made a video almost 5 years back about 4 different ways of blending colors in Photoshop, and a lot of people found that video very useful, especially beginner artists. And the reason I made the video was because a lot of people wanted it, and I still get comments on many of my newer videos asking me to make a video on color blending. So as I was watching the video, I realized it felt quite dated and I felt the need to make an updated video on color blending. So this video is not gonna be all theory or technical like the last one. It's gonna be a lot more practical and problem and solution oriented. So what's the problem or the question? The problem is how to go from...
I think I've seen the thumbnail. I think it happened to just like be on the recommended as well.
This to this. How to turn this basic color flats done like cell shading into a polished, smoothly blended and rendered...
That's cap. He did not just like blur some stuff and have that. That's
output. That's the challenge. And to find out the solution, you need to watch the video till the end.
Alright.
So to start off, I'm going to be showing not one, but 4 different ways in which you can blend colors in Photoshop. Okay. So here's the first method, and it's...
So this is, how old is this? This is 4 years ago.
Manual color mixing. So the idea here is to pick color from the first side and paint it on the second side, then pick color from the second side and paint it on the first side.
Right. Okay. Well, the veins, exactly. So that's mixing, yeah? Taking one color from one side and moving it over to the other, and kind of like the opposite? That's mixing?
Pick color from the first side and paint it on the second. Color mixing.
Color mixing.
So the idea here is to pick color from the first side and paint it on the second side, then pick color from the second side and paint it on the first side. Sure. And then pick the new mid-tone color from the central area and then paint it on both sides.
See, I don't like that.
And then just keep repeating the process until the sharp border in the center completely disappears into a smooth transition from the first color to the second color. So that's the whole idea. So now let's try it. I'm gonna select the default soft round brush, keep the pen.
And you know, you can't really do this with hard brushes. So if you're using a hard brush, you're not gonna really have like the half tones, and so you're left with this or this.
Cancel the brush low around 20%, keep both pen pressure options on.
I guess maybe you can use the opacity, pressure sensitivity thing. Yeah, I guess that could work.
And then, yeah, pick color from the left side, paint it on the right side, pick from the right side, paint it on the left side, and pick from the center, paint it on both sides. and just keep repeating the process until the fine border in between completely disappears into a smooth transition.
You see how long that took? Can you imagine me doing that for like a quote-unquote complicated illustration? That would take forever.
A beautiful and smooth blend of the two.
Also, maybe I'm just like being a little bitch about this. Maybe it's just like put in the work and just like get it done, and not complain about mixing colors. I don't know. We'll go through this video. If there's anything I don't like, maybe I'm just like being a little child about this.
Colors. And now let's proceed to the second method, and that's the smudge method. So for this, I'm going to be picking the smudge tool and then decide on the strength. If I keep the strength low, it's going to take me forever to blend the colors, and you're just not going to get a very smooth blend or a very gradual transition. And it's also going to be pretty slow and tough on your hardware. If I keep the strength pretty high, then it's going to be a very drastic amount of smudging, and you're not going to get that neatness out of it. So a good idea is to keep it somewhere in the middle, like I do, somewhere around 50 to 60%, and then just smudge it. And once the middle border gets blurry, you can increase the strength and finish off the rest to get a much smoother blend, to get a much smoother transition.
I prefer the lazy tools too.
And just remember to not make the strokes too long. If you drag
I mean, Photoshop exists just like to make it easier, right?
them too much, then they're gonna take a while. Increase the strength and finish off the rest to get a much smoother blend, to get a much smoother transition. And just remember to not make the strokes too long. If you drag them too much, then they're gonna take a while. So keep the strokes small, almost like painting dots with little drag. Now next we come to the third method, and that's the mixer brush technique. So for this, I'm going to be choosing the mixer brush tool, and notice the settings, and I'm going to be selecting default soft round brush, keep the size relatively.
Hold on. I can't see the settings before because the chat is obscuring the view. Let me move it on this side.
Large. Now for the wetness, if I keep it too low, it's gonna take a bit more of brush.
You see that? You saw how good that was?
Brushing to. Let's get back. For the wetness, I'm gonna be selecting default. So with this, I'm gonna be choosing the mixer brush tool, and notice the settings, and I'm gonna be selecting default soft round brush.
Wait, hold on. So he's got like this area, for example, it's empty. This is deselected. This is selected. The wet, it's wet. The wetness is at 20. Load is at this. This. That's interesting. That was good. Ultimate method, totally select with lasso tool and apply a Gaussian blur. Honestly, that's a big brain move. That's a big brain move. I see a lot of artists do on Instagram, and I've seen like Sam Does Art do it as well. I've seen Loish do it as well, where they use the lasso tool, right, and they apply gradients. So they select like the areas that what they want to apply, like the shadow or the highlight to, and they just like do gradients, which is freaking amazing to me. Maybe it's I think it's another technique. To be fair, now I don't want to mix techniques too much because I feel like I'm gonna be overwhelmed. I'm barely getting over how to mix colors here.
Keep the size relatively large. What is the settings? And I'm going to be selecting default soft round brush, keep the size relatively.
Okay, so let me go back on Photoshop real quick and see and try to compare the settings. First of all, let me wipe this. Let's get the music back up. And then let me pick the round brush. Alright, round brush goes here. Hold on. Let me take this red. Let me take this pink. And now with the mixer, I go here, mixer. Okay, first of all, this doesn't exist. Alright. And okay, that works. And then here it's custom, and the wetness is at 20. He had it. The load is at 70, I think. And what else? Mix is at 90. Damn. Did I change it in here? Nope. Mix is at 90. I think the secret sauce is just like the mix parameter. No? No, this is ass. Maybe maybe I should choose like another brush. I think they're all the freaking same. I think there is no magic way to make this work. What is this? Enable airbrush style built-in effect. What does that mean? Airbrush style. I mean, this mixes, but it's like, okay, what about mix way down? Mixing at 4%. Load at 100%, mix at 100%, wetness at 100%. Dry. So dry doesn't, oh. Dry doesn't mix. There is no mixing in dry. What is it, then what the fuck is it good for? Whoops. What the fuck is this? What? It's just like the, whoa. I think airbrush makes the brush constantly apply its stamp. So if you press a normal brush on a dot, it just like makes a dot or a little squiggle. But with airbrush, it keeps spraying as long as you press. Oh, okay. Ah, I see. So, okay. Pretty interesting. Moist. Hello? You know what? Fine. Ooh, moist works. No, it doesn't. Wait, so why is it? Ooh, ew. Ew, brother, ew. Ew, brother, ew. Brother, ew. So let's get it back to the moist. Yeah. Moist has a wetness of 10%, a load of 5, a mix of 50, and a flow of 100%. And it's okay. Why is it acting this way? Currently filling up the magma board. Really? What are you filling it up with? Oh, by the way, yesterday I left some references for you. I was thinking you were going to join yesterday, and so I was like, was it yesterday? I think the day before. I took a reference and I made a copy on your board, and I did that. I did like 3 references. I hope they're still there. This is weird. This is, what the hell? What the hell was that? It gave me a blue color. Like the 10 seconds line of action faces, pretty much. Wait, is it from the app that you made, or is it from actually line of action? Also, where did you get to with the app? Like, was there any advancements? Any new features? from normal live action. I've kind of been sleeping on the app. That's how it be. That's how. Ooh, hold on a second. That's how developing be though. It's making a purple color there. Why? Why? Why are you making a purple? Why are you doing that? Yeah, why? It's like, why? Oh, hold on a second. So the wetness is what makes it fucky, kind of. You know, the way it moves back and forth? That's like, I think the wetness is responsible for that. Maybe I just haven't been feeling like tracing too much. Oh, yeah, yeah, I can see that, yeah. Yeah, true. So let me get back to... This is our red. This is our pink. Okay. And this is our brush. So I want to mix these two. I do a little bit of that, right? Maybe we can increase the loads. And now, okay, the mix is at like 100%, right? So mixing wise, it mixes, all right? It's like, it's not very fidgety. Like these movements, they're not very apparent. However, am I tripping or am I seeing new colors? There's literally a purple there. Am I tripping? Maybe purple from the wetness? Reminds me of a little science experiment thing we would do when dissolving black dye or something. Yeah, but that's like pigments though. So it's simulating pigments? These are just like photons. So it's making that simulation? It's weird. Maybe you're right. You see, look, like I'm not seeing that anymore. Like now, like with the wetness of like a high wetness value. Maybe, yeah, maybe I can see it a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the colors that I chose. Okay, look, I'm gonna make a freaking blue, a white and black. All right. It does seem really, yeah. It's very, I don't know. I don't like it. Let's see. This is black. Well, that's okay. Let's choose another color. Let's choose green. Black and green. Okay. So, on God, if I see some purple, feels like maybe it might be making that in between color, maybe too saturated. Wait, huh? Feels like it might be making that in between color, maybe too saturated. I'm not sure what you mean. But this works, I guess. You know, for me this works. Yeah, okay. I might look. Let me actually go back to the reference that I was drawing. Yeah. Where is she? No, where is she? Oh, there she is. Okay, so I'm trying to mix these, right? There's highlights here, and there's darks. Let me move the chat back to where it was, because I can't see shish. Boom. goodbye. Now let me pick this. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. You see, it's, oh my god. What I did was take a screenshot and up the saturation, and it made the weird magenta in between color more apparent. Oh. Yeah, maybe it's just like the natural way it does it? Not sure. Maybe I just have to be more in control of my brush and stop being a little bitch. It's because I see, you know, sometimes people using Procreate, and they would just like have this beautiful spongy brush, and they would go over between two lines, and it would make this beautiful blend between them. It's like, why can't I have that? Okay, so I'm going with a smudge here. I'm not going with a mixer. You see how messy it makes it? Okay, I think this is kind of working. I'm not sure. I mean, kind of. Oh, like the biggest mistake I made is just like making the hair layer on top, on the same layer as the skin layer. Now I just like do this. Ugh. Okay, I did stop the guy. I didn't let him finish, by the way.
Large. Now for the wetness, if I keep it too low, it's gonna take a bit more of brushing to get the smoothness, and if I keep it too hard, again the blend is gonna be a bit abrupt. So what I like to do is I keep around 20%, and notice how quickly this happens. And I personally prefer using this a lot because it gives you...
Mother fricker. How did he do that so fast? So he goes with the mixer, and he chooses a soft brush. I think that's also like one of the, it needs to be soft. So here, for example, I have mixing. Right? And then he has the wetness at 21. I'm gonna copy the exact proportions. Load is at 75. Dude, it's late. Mix is at 90. And flow is at 100%. Then we have simple all layers, and then we have that, which I don't know what this is. Is this pressure sensitivity? Always use pressure for size. Oh, went off pressure for, okay. Oh, hold on a second. So doing this motion kind of takes some time. But doing this motion now feels a bit, even though like I'm seeing some lines, which I don't know, these lines should not be there. So doing this, I think we got it. I think we got it. Oh my god, I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Look at that, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Wait, let me choose another brush. Watercolor, for example. Try to mix with that. Whoops. Yikes. Yeah, it's not, yeah. Okay, we got it, I think we got it. Whoops. You're still sharing the video? Oh my god. I am sorry. So, hold on. So what I did was I took this mixing brush. I don't know, you can't see it, but it's a mixing brush. It's large, right? And then I took these, the exact same like percentages from the video, and instead of doing this, because it's gonna take some time, I did this motion, right? And it did mix. However, like I'm seeing the half tone, which is nice. There's some lines here, like it's almost like an artifact, and I think it's because of the brush I chose, not because of the way it mixed. So I don't know, maybe so now I'm trying to choose other brushes and see like one where it doesn't like give me those artifacts. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So I think it needs to be a soft one, not a hard-edged one. Yeah, I think because the hard edge is going to give us that, which we don't want. That's good. Look at that. So I moved it back and forth like this, horizontally, yeah, or vertically, yeah, horizontally. Move it horizontally to get the colors like mixed, not too perfect, and then vertically to get them really mixed. So for example, there's this area here. I can just like move it here and then whoop, and now it's gone. I think I figured it out. Oh my god. Maybe the artifacts could be from low spacing parameter. That's, I think, on God, I was just thinking about it. If I go to the brush settings and wait, where is it? Brush. Right? There's spacing. Oh, it's 3% actually. Was it the other one? Yeah, it was the other one. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, yeah. Controlling, yeah, the distance between, it's like this freaking thing. Yeah, it was at 3%. Oh, you guys are not seeing it. I don't think you are seeing it. If you are not, it's in the brush settings, yeah. I'm gonna keep it at a 3%. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I am so happy. Okay, so let me try to, okay, Photoshop, hello. Oh, crashed, amazing. Yeah, incredible. Yeah, just awesome. Did it? What's happening? Frick. Okay, but I think we figured it out. This stream is actually fruitful. Dude, I just noticed, like the icon for Photoshop, look how it used to be. Amazing. Now all the Adobe icons look exactly the same. Well, not exactly. But literally, the Adobe Animate icon, the Adobe After Effects icon, and the Adobe Premiere Pro icons, they look exactly like the same colors. The blue, the navy, is it navy blue background? And the freaking sort of like, I don't know, purple writing. It's absurd. Oh yeah, by the way, I got some random artists advertising like commissions again, but instead I decided to try asking them for random advice. Huh? Who is this? Is it on one of the Discord servers that you draw in? Chicken jockey. Right, now let me take some darks. Let me mix some darks in. Oh, what the hell was that? It's splattering. Okay, let's not worry about that. Let us not worry about that, right? Let's just not worry about that. What we should be worrying about is, oh, wait a minute. What if I make, oh, so I can use it as a brush and not as a brush at the same time? Just a random friend request. They probably spam a bunch of people with it. Oh, but sometimes I just like, okay, I'll bite. So this guy was trying to make some bread, and he go like, let me ask this man some questions. Okay, yeah, I think, alright, we're gonna do coloring tomorrow with this beautiful piece. Alright. A brush and not a brush. That is the, okay, I don't know how to pronounce that. The Schrodinger? Hopefully I said that right. Anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Derpy, my man. Thank you. Let me take a look. I don't know how good they are though. Oh, they didn't show their stuff? They were just like, I'm doing commissions and that's it? They were not showing their work? Oh. That's weird. I don't know, that's not a very smart way to market yourself, I feel like. If you're sliding in my DMs, at least show some of your work. Like, that's the least you can do. If you want work, that is. Right, I don't know you, right? It's just like what I see is a shady message on a shady platform where mostly the you know, friend requests from people I don't know. I just like straight up assume that the message I'm getting is just like some spam or some guy trying to link me, like give me a nitro link, and I was just like get a virus. Schrodinger, the guy that was cast. Yeah, I know the experiments. It's just the word is very hard for me to say. Then alive until it checks the quantum physics. Yeah, I was big on quantum physics like 10 years ago when I was 15. They didn't even DM just friend request out of the blue. I DM'd out of curiosity. Oh, okay. So you're like, let me mess around a little bit and trying to get to the point to see if they're selling stuff. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do more rendered stuff. Yeah, quantum chat. I used to love this one physicist. I forgot his name. Like, he's known with by his teaching ways. He makes like the information easily understandable. Richard Fay, I think. Was it Richard Fay? I may be wrong. I may be very, very wrong. Richard Fay? Feynman. Oh yeah, I think. Richard Feynman, yes. The Complete Fun to Imagine with Richard Feynman. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of his videos on YouTube. Okay. Feynman guy. Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.